WBBM TV, Chicago. Now, Bill Kurtis, Linda MacLennan, Steve Baskerville with AccuWeather, Johnny Morris on sports, and the Channel 2 News team. This is Channel 2 News at 10.
Good evening. Our top story, new charges tonight against the man police call the Bearded Bandit. Jeff Erickson of Hanover Park is suspected of a series of bank robberies in the suburbs. But his family is trying to get him out of jail, and they almost succeeded until now. Tonight, as Channel 2's Larry Mendte tells us, the Cook County State's Attorney is moving to make sure that Erickson stays behind bars.
Bill, Cook County State's Attorney Jack O'Malley is making the new charges to make certain that Erickson stays in jail until his trial. And in doing so, he's in effect vetoing the decision of a federal magistrate who almost allowed Erickson to go free on bail and into his mother's care.
I have now charged Mr. Erickson with 2 state felonies. The first is possession of a stolen motor vehicle, and the second is armed violence.
The new charges date back to Monday when Jeff Erickson was arrested by the FBI in this Handy Andy parking lot attempting to steal a car. He had 2 guns with him. The FBI charged him with armed robbery and believed him to be the Bearded Bandit who knocked off a total of 6 banks in the northern suburbs. Jack O'Malley admitted tonight he was going to wait until the feds were finished with Erickson before he filed the lesser charges. But after a bizarre hearing this afternoon, it appeared as if Erickson might go free on $500,000 bond. So he rushed the charges and had his own emergency bond hearing to make certain that Erickson wouldn't go free.
No matter what happens with the federal courts, if they issue a bond order for him and he's able to make that bond, he will be immediately arrested on these arrest warrants. And at our request and at our strong argument, Judge Pope has made those no bond warrants.
Tonight's news conference was announced after Magistrate Sandra Pallmeyer agreed to release Erickson on $500,000 bail with the understanding he would remain in his mother's house until his trial and that his mother would call if her son did anything illegal. U.S. Marshals would also have electronic surveillance to make certain Erickson never left his mother's home. Erickson was to stay in prison until that ruling could be appealed on Monday. The shocking ruling came after testimony by FBI Special Agent David Childray that a search of Erickson's home found quite an arsenal. 38 rifles, shotguns, revolvers, and pistols. 80 pounds of ammunition, several knives, and smoke grenades. Now, Erickson will be allowed out of jail for a short time tomorrow under heavy shackles and under the watchful eyes of federal marshals. He will be permitted to see his wife Jill's body before she is buried tomorrow. Jill Erickson died in a hail of bullets when the FBI tried to arrest her on Monday. Bill and Linda.
Thanks, Larry. Tonight, a manhunt by police for a burglar who has broken into dozens of homes in the northwest suburbs. Police are on the alert, and they are also warning homeowners to beware. The burglaries have all occurred around midday when most people are away at work. The thief smashes a door, then takes whatever he can carry: jewelry, cash, compact discs. The string of break-ins have occurred in Streamwood, Hanover Park, and Hoffman Estates during the past few weeks.
If they're the same bunch, they did something like somewhere in the vicinity between Hoffman and ourselves, somewhere around 33, 34 burglaries, if it's the same bunch. And they have the same MO.
A new door is being installed at this home in Streamwood, hit by the burglar just 2 days ago. Tonight, a terrifying crash near the Chicago Stadium. 2 cars collide, and then they slam into pedestrians. 1 man dies almost instantly. A little girl is also hurt. Channel 2's Mike Parker is at Rush Presbyterian Hospital with the latest. Mike?
Linda, this is a story that combines both tragedy and a near miracle. A 9-year-old girl is about to be released tonight from Rush Presbyterian St. Luke's Hospital after being injured, but not seriously, only shaken up in an accident that killed another pedestrian. It happened during the evening rush hour in the shadow of Chicago Stadium. 2 cars collided at the intersection of Warren and Paulina, spun out of control, and killed a 32-year-old pedestrian.
And apparently, while they were engaged in their auto accident vehicles, momentum carried them over to this direction where we're at right now, where a pedestrian was struck. Several pedestrians.
Police say a blue Chevrolet driven by Paula Bogan of Chicago ran a red light and collided with a black Buick sedan. The Buick spun around, went over the curb and hit a 9-year-old girl, then hit Carl Lynch. As Lynch tried to get up, Bogan's car came crashing into him.
I looked up and seen the 2 cars coming, and when I said boom, they hit, and I looked around, and the green car hit the guy's head, and he was dead instantly.
Police say it was the impact of the second car driven by Paula Bogan that killed Carl Lynch. However, police say she will be charged only with unsafe driving and running a red light. The reason they say she was not reckless and did not appear to be driving under the influence. Live on the West Side, I'm Mike Parker, Channel 2 News.
Mike, thank you. Chicago Bulls guard Craig Hodges tonight says he is afraid for his own safety after being attacked by his estranged wife. Hodges avoided reporters.